night offensively? Let me know if you need me to say it again.
I don't think we were bad offensively. We had 115 points. Any other night that would be usually good enough. I think the defensive end, they played very well on offense. Tonight we couldn't keep up. Most nights I feel like we could, but tonight 128 points is a whole lot in just 48 minutes. I think it all lies on the defensive end.
And there was a couple of times where you all would cut it to below double digits, right? You'd get to single digits and just couldn't get over the hump. What do you feel like was happening then?
I think we cut it to 7 at one point. I think that's the most we cut the deficit. But I think they came down and hit 2 threes after that. They hit some big shots. So, kudos to them, but I wish we would have found a way to stop them from, hitting those big shots. That probably would have changed a lot.
Eric, name?
Obviously, one of the things you guys tried was the zone defense. Just what did you see in that? I know it's something that you guys have been working on, but it felt like that wasn't necessarily helping in the end.
Yeah, man-to-man wasn't working great either. So, we had to throw in a scheme and try and slow them down a little bit. But, they shot the ball extremely well. I'm looking at 3-point. Yeah, they shot the ball pretty well. So, I think we just struggled on defense tonight.
I know one thing that you guys are trying to do is just go under a lot of stuff, especially against Ja. Do you feel like when you're doing that, it can make you, I don't want to say lazier, but just like less aggressive defensively? That can kind of mess with your flow?
In some ways, but you're always going to have a game plan, and certain people you go under on and certain people you go over on. And that's a lot of it has to do with percentages and, how they've shot the ball recently. And I don't think it made us soft. I just think, they just made some big shots down the stretch. When we were trying to close that gap, every time we would get closer, it would be like they would hit a couple big shots, and it was just back and forth at about 7 or 9 for a while, and we just couldn't cut it. I don't think we're soft, or I think we all really bust our ass at the end of the day, but just couldn't come away with it tonight.
For you on the offensive end, when they're blitzing pick and rolls, what are you kind of thinking through? Or I don't know if you want to call it a blitz, but they're very aggressive defensively against pick and rolls. Just what is your thought process when you're off ball or when you're on ball and set the screen?
Usually I'm off ball, but my first instinct is like get ready to shoot it, because you're basically playing once he gets it out of his hands or whoever the ball handler is, you're playing 4-on-3. Because he's taking 2 people out of the play. So then you're just trying to find the best shots. And for me, I'm spotting up, looking for the shot. Yeah.
Lori Nickel?
I'm doing a big picture story on why Mike Budenholzer is a defensive-minded coach. How do you think he would react? He'll react after a game like this. He doesn't seem like a lecturer or something like that, but he emphasizes it. Would he emphasize it more, or how do you guys react with him at the leadership part?
I think you're right with that. I think he's a defensive coach. He didn't really lose control tonight or yell or scream much. It was, I think part of him understands. I think we were working. That's one thing he did say. He was like, you guys worked your ass off. Pretty much couldn't come away with it, but. It's frustrating. I think we all played hard, and like I said, 115 points is a lot of points in 48 minutes. But it sucks that they couldn't get it done tonight.
Ben Steele?
Giannis played a little bit more tonight than he did on Thursday. Did he look better to you after, his knee issues?
Yeah, tonight I think he looked real good. I shot 10 for 18, played 29 minutes. Yeah, I think he looked back to himself for sure.
Great, thanks, Bryn.
Thank you.